First off, I'm going to give all praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem Rakah Kodash, the Wadi Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai for letting me do another video through the Spirit, the Wadi Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai for giving us this truth as worms. Double honors to our apostles and elders at Great Millstone, and salutation and blessing to the hopeful light. It's like I got a brain fart. But I just want to do this quick lesson real quick. I just got off work. Something I was thinking about and I haven't had the chance to get to, so I'm gonna just do it now. But as once again, you know, we're yet this day in our captivity, man. We're once again in this oppressive state, and you can feel it, and you can feel the press getting harder and harder because, for one, that's what the prophecy. For one, that's what the prophecies say, and for two, the man that's in power, the Esau Edom. This dude will oppress. He was always set up to oppress the planet Earth and the children of Israel, and he's executing it perfectly. Because you can feel the oppression, man. You can feel some days you can feel the hell. It's like, God damn, this shit is whooping my ass. But that's the same thing that happened in Egypt. And this is why this captivity, there's a couple different reasons. Actually, not just one. But one being how rough the oppression was, and both tribes were there, the northern and the southern kingdom, is Egypt. All Israel was in Egypt. We were there, and all Israel was there in Egypt, and we were there for a very, very long time. Just like this captivity. This is one of the many reasons that America is called Egypt. Because what does Egypt mean? Martazarium, going back to the word bondage. And what happened to the children of Israel in Egypt? They were in bondage. And what has happened unto us again in modern day Egypt? We're in bondage once again in the land of our captivity, man. And just like back then, we started doing what? Calling upon the name of Yahweh, and he heard us and he delivered us. So I want to first get this. This is Exodus 1 and verse 11 says, therefore they did set over them. I'll start at 10. It says, come on, let us deal wisely with them. Verse 8. I'll start at 8. It says, now there arose up a king over Egypt, which knew not Joseph. Because what? Joseph was very respectable and had very much credit in Egypt. Because Joseph made Egypt great. Israel made Egypt great in general, but Joseph was set up in power in Egypt. When you go through the story, and he gave the wisdom of what to do for those 14 years, 7 years of plenty and 7 years of famine. He gave the wisdom through the spirit and power of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai on what to do, and doing that, that put him on top in Egypt. But this king that is now set up in it, and when you first read this, what it says, he knew not Joseph. So if he don't know Joseph, or don't care for Joseph, what's going to happen to the children of Israel? They're going to get their ass whooped. What are going to happen to their slaves? Just like back in the day when a so-called good slave master, would die, and some new nigga come up, or his son. A lot of the times they were more cruel than before. But this is verse 9. It says, and he said unto his people, which are those Egyptians, says, behold, the people of the children of Israel are more and mightier than we. Come on, let us deal wisely with them, lest they multiply and come. And it came to pass that when there fall out any war, they join also unto our enemies and fight against us and so get them out of the land. Yeah, because they were fearful, just like this nigga now. They are fearful that eventually these guys they're gonna come up against us, and if somebody comes to war with us, they're gonna side with them so they can get out of their captivity. So let's keep going. It says verse 11. This is verse 11. It says, therefore they did set over them taskmasters that afflicted them with their burden, and they built for Pharaoh treasure cities, Pithom and Ramses. But the more they afflicted them, the more they multiplied and grew, and they were grieved because of the children of Israel. And there's another scripture that says that, Israel will be basically like a thorn in the sides, in the nation's sides that that take us over. Roughly paraphrasing, that we'd be a burden, because you gotta take care of your slaves, nigga. You can't just be going around killing slaves. You gotta take care of us. But they were grieved because what? We just kept increasing. They got scared. They're like, these motherfuckers, all they doing is fucking, and they're having babies. Don't they see we whooping their ass? Well, nigga, the only option we have now is to fucking have babies, bitch. And that's all Jake do. Jake get they drink and fuck. That's Jake. That's just something. You notice amongst Israel, there ain't no shortage of children being born, even in the where we are at the end of the world. Jake still fucking, man. Jake gonna fuck till this bitch go down. But verse 13, and the Egyptians made the children of Israel to serve with rigor. Let's get that word rigor. Let's get that word rigor real quick. It says rigor, the quality of being extremely extremely thorough. It says exhaustive, extract. And one of the words is straightness, and what is being straight, a place of difficulty. And that's what the Egyptians did to Israel. They put even more hell upon them. They continued to put more hell upon the children of Israel than what they already were. AC went out. So let's go, and that's what's happening now. You can see the hell that's coming upon Jake, man. Look what the fuck is going on to in our nation, man. We are getting our ass whooped from all sides, from southern to northern kingdom. There's a great threat coming upon us, man. With the people that be in power, man. You can feel the attack. The attack is on the poor. Who's the poor? Every nigga ain't rich. Majority of niggas not rich. Yeah, you got a lot of rich niggas, but the numbers are far and thin when you really think about it. Verse 14, and they made their lives bitter with hard bondage, and in mortar and in brick, in all matters wherein they made them serve was with rigor. And you see that, man. Once again, we're here once again in the land of our captivity, serving with rigor. Anything we do, rather, is work, because we toil and work just to go to the grocery store and be broke within the next 15 minutes. Or you work, you gotta pay, you get your damn paycheck and it's gone because you got rent and bills. And there's certain things happen in in a so-called Negro, Latino, the Native American life is like, damn, man. Pressure from below and pressure from above. It's like, what the fuck? What the fuck can I do? I'm trying my best. Hey, and and for other brothers, you should save money, and you should have a certain saving set up a savings account, and do your best to save money and things of that nature. But the majority of Israel is fucked, man. It's fucked. Jake is really struggling, and the press is only going to get harder and harder as we enter Jacob's trouble. So let's keep going. Verse 15, and the king of Egypt spake to the Hebrew midwives, of which the name of the one was Sapphira, and the name of the other Pua. And he said unto them, when ye do the office of the midwives to the Hebrew women, see them upon the stole, and if it be the stool, and if it be a son, then ye shall kill him. But if he be a daughter, then they shall live. Yeah, because they're telling them to kill their children. So just oppression, man. You got to kill your son. If you have a son, the Hebrew midwives, look, if y'all see a son, hey, swat him up and fucking snap his neck. Yeah, but these motherfuckers can aid. They just believe in Jesus. They can make it. Get shut the fuck up, man. You motherfucking Christians are out of y'all fucking mind. You motherfucking Christians are crazy. But this is once again the situation that we're in. And what eventually happens, they cry unto Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai, and Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai sets up someone, which was Moses, to deliver them out of their situation. And what has the Lord done in this time? He set somebody up to deliver us out of this captivity, which is the elect. The Lord has raised up his men to deliver his elect and 1/3 out of this place, to get us the fuck out of here, just like in Egypt. Let's see. Let's keep going. Let's get this. It's Exodus 12 and verse 30. And it says, and Pharaoh rose up in the night, and he and all his servants and all the Egyptians. No, this isn't it. I want to get where it says there was a. Let's get this. Get this one. Oh, right here. Yep. This is Exodus 3 and verse 6 says, moreover, he said, this is when the Lord, was speaking with Moses. Moreover, he said, I am the power of thy father, the God of Abraham, the God of Isaac, and the God of Jacob. And Moses hid his face and was afraid to look upon God. And the Lord Yahweh said, I have surely seen the affliction of my people which are in Egypt, and have heard their cries by reason of their taskmasters, for I know their sorrows. Hey, 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 the Lord, hey, Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai hears us, man. He knows our sorrows, man. He sometimes it get tough, and the press is you feel like you're being pressed, but the Lord Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai knows our sorrows, man. He knows what we're going through. He knows that we're down here suffering, and he's listening. And he hey, that's why we have this truth. That's truth is to comfort us until the Lord returns and gets us out of here. So verse 8, he said, I came down to deliver them out of the hand of the Egyptians, and to bring them up out of the land unto a good land, a large unto a land flowing with milk and honey, unto the place of the Canaanites, the Hittites, and the Perizzites, and the Hivites, and the Jebusites. So the Lord, just like back then, the Lord is dealing with his men to bring us unto a good place, which is what? The kingdom of heaven. To establish us in the land, and this time in perfection, because we won't have the same stony heart which we had in the wilderness. We'll be perfect. So we'll never go off again. We'll never go through this shit again. It's going to be Exodus part 2. And that's what we're a part of right now. Because this is just like back then. We're in Egypt once again, and we're calling upon our God, man. We're calling upon Yahweh to get us out of here. And the Lord is hearing us. That's why these things are happening in the earth. Verse 9 says, now, therefore, behold, the cry of the children of Israel is come unto me. I have also seen the oppression wherewith the Egyptians oppress them. So the Lord sees what Esau is doing unto us, man. The Lord sees what is the so-called white man, Esau, Edom, and the other nations are doing unto his chosen people. And he's not going to let it slide forever. It was only for a time and a moment. And to, like the scriptures say, he that now letteth will let. The Lord has allowed this devil to only go so far. And we know that Yahweh Shem Shai is going to do what he does and deliver us out of this place, man. But what we first had to go through this. So I'm going to jump from that. I'm about to close off. This is Baruch 4. No, Baruch 2. No. It's Baruch 3. I had it right. Goddamn AC broke. It's hot as hell in here. This is Baruch. This is Baruch 3. And verse 8, it says, Behold, we are yet this day in our captivity, where thou hast scattered us for a reproach and a curse, and to be subject to payments according to all the iniquities of our fathers, which departed from the Lord our power. Actually, is verse 7. Verse 7. Salakia. And it says, and for this cause thou hast put thy fear in our heart, that to the intent that we should call upon thy name and praise thee in our captivity, for we have called to mind all the iniquity of our forefathers that sinned before thee. So yeah, the Lord Yahweh Shem Shai has, put this truth in us once again, so we can do what we did exactly in Egypt, to call upon his name so he can deliver us. And this is why we're so close, because the Lord is hearing specifically his elect. The elect in 1/3 are crying out unto Yahweh Shem Shai to get us the fuck out of here, to save us. We're sorry. We are sorry. Get us the fuck out of here, please. But that's for real. That's a sentiment. The Lord is hearing that, man. This is Ezekiel 9 and verse 4 says, and the Lord said unto him, go through the midst of the city and through the midst of Jerusalem, and set a mark upon the foreheads of the men that sigh and cry for all the abomination that be done in the midst thereof. Yeah. And the Lord is doing that. The angels are sealing the elect, and they're going to save us out of this, Lord willing, we be a part of that number, out of this place, the elected in 1/3. But the rest of Jake that love it here and I want to stay here, that's what makes this different from Egypt and all those other times, because this time is only for the righteous. Only righteous Israelites who the Lord deems righteous are going to make it. Nobody else. There's no if you're a wicked nigga, you're not making it this time, because back then wicked niggas even crossed through the flood. Wicked niggas not getting in the chariot. It's just that simple. This is the time where the Lord delivers straight up only the righteous, and everybody else is gonna die here, man. This is that time. This is 2 Ezra 7 and verse 42, and it says, he answered me and said, this present life is not the end where much glory does abide. Therefore have they prayed for the weak. So yeah, back then, certain righteous men like Moses prayed for Israel, and it gives you examples up above. But back then, the world we're in now, it was it's for where certain people can make it, even though they was fucked up, they wasn't right. But this time, it is not so. And majority of examples that this even gives, a lot of it was righteous, but main example, Moses praying for Israel, because wicked Israelites did not make it. They died. Wicked Israelites will not make it. But back then, some Jake did make it and went on and fucked off. But this time, the kingdom of heaven is where much glory does abide. So a lot of people have to die, and the righteous will only be established. It says, but the day of doom shall be the end of this time, which, hey, we're approaching that, and the beginning of immortality for to come, wherewith corruption is passed away. Yeah. Intemperance is at an end. Infidelity is cut off. Righteousness is grown, and truth is sprung up. And those are the ones that's going to make it. Those are the ones that's going to make it out of this place. And those are the ones the Lord is hearing, because the righteous are the ones that sighing and crying for this bullshit that's going on the planet Earth, man. This shit is fucking horrible. Everything's fucked up. Everywhere you look is fucked the fuck up, straight up. And some days you try to block it out, like, oh my fucking God, and you can't even block it out. You fucking you try to not think about the fucking meat you eating is fucking, God knows, whatever the fuck it is, the soap you putting on your body fucking killing you. Even if you get the good shit, the air's fucked up, your car's polluting the earth, this devil's in power, the heathens are destroying God's earth. Everywhere you look is fucked up, man. Everywhere. And you gotta walk around and put a fucking smile on your face, man. That shit gets to you after so long. But this is a condition of the battle. This is what we have to go to attain the victory, just like Yahushua did, living in a wicked world and can't do shit about it. Just gotta eat it until the Lord returns. Says, then shall no man be able to save him that is destroyed, nor to oppress him that have gotten the victory. Yep. So this is what it is, man. This is the condition of the battle, which men upon the earth must fight. And if you make it, if you're a part of that number, you will attain that glory. But if you're not, you're going to be fucking through. So fucking through. But yeah, Lord will, that's it. Lord will, hope this lesson was edifying. I want to give all praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem Rakakodash. And with that, Shalom.